Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Seven Figure Flipping Podcast. This is Bill Allen, and today I want to talk about impact. It's just going to be me talking with you guys. It's not going to be a long podcast, but I've been watching this 7-day flip series. We've been creating these different episodes with Tyler Jensen and his staff and his wife and his team, and it's really made me look back and analyze the past few years of my journey and the impact that we've been able to make, some of the charitable donations we've been able to do, and what we've been able to accomplish as a community. And so I just want to talk about a couple of those things and really kind of bring it full circle for you about what this is all about and why we do what we do. So we'll roll the theme music and we'll roll right into it. All right. What's up, everybody? I hope that you guys watched the 7-day flip last night. Wow. That first episode, getting to know Tyler, getting to know Letitia, getting to know Jeffrey a little bit in his story. What an amazing episode. I just got done watching it, and there's a lot of things that he was talking about in there that made me reflect on why we do what we do. So what's the purpose of all this? Seeing him with his wife, it really warmed my heart to see their relationship and all the things that they're doing inside of their business. And seeing the impact that Tyler made on Jeffrey, as well as the community, like Flip Hacking Live and the rest of the community has made on Tyler and Jeffrey too, frankly. So, and a lot of the members, all the feedback that I get from our mastermind groups, from the different people that have come to the events, just looking back on that, it's really amazing to see what's been possible from us as a company, and me, like my personal growth and development as well. So we've been doing a lot of podcasts recently on the COVID-19, some of the impact that's made on our staff and our members and things like that, and our businesses. So what I wanted to do is kind of look back on what this is all about very quickly and talk through some of that. And I've also got an exciting event that I want to share that's coming up that hopefully you guys can help me out make an even bigger impact over the next few days. So in watching this 7-day flip series, Tyler talks about some of the things that he was able to do from his business. So he's able to spend more time at home. He was able to go down to the Dominican Republic and make some donations. He's been able to do lots of different things. And we're going to jump into some more of that over the next few episodes. And I don't want to get ahead of myself because I get to see ahead. I get to plan for those other episodes. So I've seen a lot of the footage, and a lot of it is kind of left on the cutting room floor. So we have a plan for that to bring it all together towards the end of the series. So if you don't even know what I'm talking about, on YouTube, on the 7-Figure Flipping YouTube channel, we are running this documentary almost about Tyler Jensen and how they're flipping 4 houses in 7 days. So him and his team, the 2 duplexes next to each other, and they're renovating both of these duplexes, so 4 doors, 4 properties in 7 days. And it's kind of a challenge. So we're seeing if they can do it. I sent my videographer, Andre, out to Salt Lake City to document the whole thing. And we're working every week. We're going to roll out a new episode. So that happened last night, Memorial Day, Monday, was May 25th. And then at 8 o'clock Central, we launch them every Monday. So next week's going to be another episode. And then the other cool thing is you're listening to this on Tuesday. And then on Thursday, me and Tyler are going to go live inside of our YouTube channel. And we're going to spend an hour together kind of breaking down the episode from Monday night. So if you have any questions, you can just drop them in our YouTube channel, 7-Figure Flipping YouTube channel, and drop your questions in there, and we'll put them together, and Tyler and I will talk about all the different stuff. We'll dive a little bit deeper into the deal. We'll talk about some things that people ask questions about during the episode. So if you're watching live, make sure you're commenting and questioning like what we're doing, what you want more details on, and we'll jump into it on the live episode on Thursdays. And we'll do that every week. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But in that, I was seeing this kind of impact that they were making, and it took me to, over the past 3 months, you guys probably heard, I mentioned it on the podcast, we were able to renovate and give away a house for a Gold Star family. And a Gold Star family, if you don't know, is somebody who lost their spouse, somebody's father, somebody's a mother, somebody's husband or wife in combat, so in the military combat. So we partnered with another organization, and for the last year and a half, we've been trying to figure out how to either raise a little bit of funds or get grants to be able to do this project, because the purchase price of the house and the renovation was a little over $100,000. And we got to a point where I said, let's just get it done. Let's figure out how to do it. We'll just invest the money as the company, and we'll get it done, and we'll try to systemize this and automate it in the future. But we've been sitting on the house for a long time. I know there's people out there that could use it. So we fixed it up nice. It was granite countertops. It was just like a house that we would normally flip. I can't wait to show. Hopefully we could drop some of the before and afters here in the description in the YouTube channel and in the podcast notes and things, so you can see just what we did. We were able to give that house away in early May. So early May, I was able to get on a phone call with the woman Kelly, who was going to get the house, and it was a huge accomplishment for me, my team, and my staff. And if we go back to a couple of the previous years of Flip Hacking Live, we've done lots of different things as far as the impact goes of what we do. And when I was just getting into this community, we raised at Flip Hacking Live, we raised $35,000 for my son James, even before he was born. So before he was born, a check went to the Children's Heart Foundation and in James's name, in James's honor. And he was born shortly after and had 4 open heart surgeries in the first 6 months that he was alive. And my wife right now today is at the hospital with him doing an echocardiogram to see when his next surgery is going to be. He's got 1 more to go. So the impact that this community made on me in the very beginning was massive. And I think what happened to that was it just grew and grew and grew. So every year we wanted to do a little bit more. The next year we sponsored the Jared Prescott Trust at Flip Hacking Live, and we were able to build some wells and schools in Myanmar. And then last year, or 2 years ago, we supported Operation Underground Railroad, which is a sex trafficking organization which goes out and fights child sex slavery and really just human trafficking in general. So they also do labor trafficking and also organ harvesting. Those are the kind of the 3 buckets that they're fighting right now. And with over 2 million kids around the world that are currently being trafficked, and a ton here in the U.S., it's just amazing to see what that organization is doing. And I know I've brought some of the different representatives of OUR on the podcast before, and you guys, if you've been to Flip Hacking Live, that you've seen them. But we raised $150,000 that 3rd year of Flip Hacking Live. And then year 4 of Flip Hacking Live, we supported Operation Underground Railroad again and raised about $155,000 for them. So really exciting to see what this community is all about and what we're doing, and to see Tyler on this TV show making an impact and doing the same thing. You can see it's a ripple effect, right? It's like the pebble in the pond. You throw a pebble in a pond and the ripples go out and out and out. And so I really love what's happening here and what we're able to do. So hopefully this motivates you to say, what can I do? What are some of the things that I can make an impact with? The reason that we wanted to renovate a house and give it away is because I want to challenge the other members in the mastermind group to say what's possible. And in watching the 7-day flip series with Tyler, it's showing me what's possible. Like, what you think is impossible is totally possible. You just have to see somebody else do it. In the first episode, if you watched it, I talked about Roger Bannister breaking the 4-minute mile. And then very shortly after that, somebody else did it and broke his record. So I mentioned Tyler possibly breaking the 3-minute mile here with the 4 houses in 7 days. So, and then what's next after that? He's got some people that he's motivating, and hopefully he's inspiring you to go do the same thing. And it's totally possible. You can do it. If he can do it, you can do it. So hopefully you get that from all of this. And in the giveaway of that house, we also have, over the past few months, I've been putting together this event for military people. And we were planning on doing it at the end of this month. So it's actually this coming weekend, if you're listening to this on May 25th. Or May 26th on Tuesday. Then it's the 29th and 30th of May. And I put together a group of real estate investors that are all active duty or veterans or reservists like me. And we have 20 different military speakers that are coming to this event. It's all virtual. And I want to mention it because it's all for charity, 100% of it. So I was able to put it together, and you've probably seen some of our emails. I haven't really been emailing it out a ton. I haven't been talking about it on the podcast that much, but it's open to anyone. So if you're interested in real estate investing, I highly recommend that you go to veteranslive.com and grab a ticket and spend time with us. And if you're listening to this after the event, go to veteranslive.com and see if we're supporting the charity still by selling the replay of the event. So it's all virtual. We have 20 different speakers from all different niches. I'll be speaking on wholesaling. I've got a house flipper that's going to come in. We've got multifamily. We've got all kinds of stuff, mobile home parks, financial independence, VA loans, and other mortgages, real estate agent who does $1 billion in real estate sales. a motivational mindset speaker. Becca Shea from our community is going to be talking about goal setting and productivity. Really, really great event. And if you haven't already got your ticket, I would highly recommend you guys check it out. Even if it's just for listening to me talk about wholesaling for a half an hour, 45 minutes. I'm also going to be the MC of the event, and I'm going to introduce you to some great people and some great other options in the real estate world. And the reason I'm mentioning that here is because we just gave away a house, and it took us almost a year and a half. We spent over $100,000 to give away this house, and for a great cause, for a great community, for a great family. And we found a charity that builds tiny houses to get homeless veterans off the street. And so for $35,000, this charity, Veterans Community Project, can build a tiny house and get a homeless veteran off the street. So now my challenge was to renovate a house and give it away, show our mastermind members and all of you guys how to do it. The fact that it's possible, we can do it. We just took company resources and company money, a couple different sponsors and donations, and we went out and did it. And I know that this is possible. I also know that this event that we're putting together, where we're going to have, 100, 200 people at the event, they'll be able to support this charity. And if we can raise $35,000 or more, then we'll be able to donate another house very shortly after we donated ours. So I'm really excited about this. I'm hoping that some of the listeners, some of the people from the seven-figure flipping community are supporting us. They're checking it out. They're there with me, and it's not just going to be a webinar. It's not a 2-day webinar. It's going to be a virtual experience, just like our mastermind meetings were. So we did a mastermind meeting in April where we had to go virtual, and we learned a lot from that too. And the experience that we had and the feedback that we got was amazing. So I'm really excited about that too. So there's a couple, this is almost like a newsletter podcast of some of the updates and some of the things that we've done as far as charitable donations and the impact that we're able to make. But it's really interesting to see all of you guys out there are making such an impact. You are the pebble in the pond, or you're part of that ripple. And the more pebbles that we can drop in that pond, the more noise that we can make from a real estate investment community where we can actually lift up and do more. Like what else could we do? What can we do for the community? What can we do for our staff members, our area? We're already buying distressed houses, fixing them up, making them look nice, and getting thanked for it. The sellers are also thanking us for buying their house, for doing the transaction. So I'm going to continue to challenge you guys and push the envelope, just like we do inside of our business, inside of your philanthropic giving and the different things that you can do. The impact that we make, we're on a path, and I was on a path of making more money. Then I was on a path of kind of having more time and freedom and the ability to make my own decisions. And then now I'm on a path really I feel like this impact path, that's where you really have like kind of ascended to a different level. And that's where a lot of our members are. And that's where I hope to get a lot of you. And if you're already there, fantastic. And by no means am I asking you to support our charities or put all your money into doing the things that we do, but I'm really passionate about supporting and doing whatever it is that you feel like that impact starts moving you and you grow that way, because that's what it's all about. And I saw it in Tyler. And when Tyler came in, he was trying to automate and systemize his business and trying to figure it out. He was trying to make money for his family and make ends meet and make sure that they had food on the table, and he didn't have to go back to his job. And you saw that in episode 1, and now he's at a point where he's able to go down to the Dominican Republic and build houses and do things like that. And it's really cool to see. And just being a small part of it, that we're each like kind of a cog in that wheel, and then he's going to motivate people and inspire people to go do it again. And I know Andy McFarland and Justin Williams, they inspired me to do the things that I'm doing. I saw Justin renovate a house and give away the profits to Operation Underground Railroad. And when I saw that, I said, can we possibly one-up him and actually build an entire house and give the entire house away? And so now we're at it again. We're trying to build a tiny house for homeless veterans. So hopefully you'll check out Veterans Live. So veteranslive.com. And you don't have to be a military veteran. Anybody can go. So this will be the last time you hear about it from me. But I really do want to figure out how we can raise more awareness and obviously more money to give to that charity. 100% of the money, I'm not paying myself for my time. I'm not paying the team, the staff. I'm trying to make it low impact on us. And it's going to be a great event. So check it out. And then also, we talked about the 7-day flip on YouTube. Make sure you're checking that out and you're with us. You're subscribing on YouTube. I think we're going to have about 11 episodes this season to tell Tyler's story and go through this 7-day flip. We'll go all the way through and you'll see the results on the back end of it. So I'm really excited. I can't wait to continue to roll out an episode every week. And please join us on YouTube. Our first YouTube live is going to be the Thursday after the first episode. So I think that's May 28th. And it's going to be at 4 p.m. Central on YouTube. So we'll put it in the email. We'll put all the information there. But this episode, the first episode that came out yesterday, was incredible. This next one that I'm working on right now, that's going to go out next Monday at 8 p.m. Central, is going to be amazing. And I'm really excited about sitting down with Tyler and digging in. I'm basically going to like rewind the episode, pause the episode. We're going to talk, answer your questions, do all that stuff. I can't wait. So hopefully we'll see you on Thursday night. And then Friday and Saturday, May 29th and 30th at Veterans Live. If you guys are there, I'd love to see you. Make sure that you're chatting with me. You're telling me that you're a podcast listener. You're part of the seven-figure flipping community. We have a contest with the other speakers of who can sell more tickets. So make sure when you buy your ticket where it says, where did you hear about it? You put seven-figure flipping or you put my name, because I want to win. I don't like to lose. So thank you so much. I know this was a short podcast, and a little bit of an announcement, but I'm truly grateful to Tyler, his wife, Letitia, their team, their staff, everybody that's involved in this. Andre, the videographer, is doing an amazing job. And I'm really excited to see what we produce over the coming weeks. It's been a lot of fun to be like an executive producer, basically, of these shows. So hopefully you guys are joining it. Give us some feedback. Let me know. And we'll see you on the next one. So bye.
You've been listening to the Seven Figure Flipping Podcast. If you've enjoyed the show, go to Apple Podcasts to subscribe, rate, and leave us a review. If you're ready to learn the house flipping and wholesaling strategies that are working right now in today's market, check out sevenfigureflipping.com.